And we are live on a Tuesday morning. It's April 28th, 2020, coming to you from Northern Virginia. Gloomy a bit, supposed to be getting better, maybe in the 70s tomorrow. So if you're keeping track of our weather, that's what it's like out here. Our Illy coffee is wrapped up in a Kansas City cup and wonderfully welcome this morning. Continuing this morning, we're going to keep talking about wireless. There's a couple more things we need to cover in wireless. This morning, we're talking about a thing called WPS, or Wi-Fi Protected Setup. Was going to be a great thing. It's going to help everybody be more secure in wireless. We'll see why that's not the case, really. Not really the case. I know a lot of people are following along to figure out what day it is. Today is the 28th of April. The calendar, the website says it's International Astronomy Day. So maybe today you go out and check out the sky tonight, look at some constellations or planets or some such stuff, and see what's up there. Guess that's good to get a star on the shirt for Astronomy Day. The other important thing I want to talk to you guys about, if you're out there and you're watching this, I want to see you. I want to see you there. It's going to be a good time. We're going to figure out what we got to come up with some prizes too. Some prizes for this Friday, coming up this Friday. Haven't got it set on the calendar yet, but it looks like it's going to be 7 o'clock East Coast time. We're going to have our first trivia night. And the trivia night is focused around Security Plus, and it's going to be focused around Domain 1, because that's what we've been talking about. So I want to see you there. I want to see who's got the best security chops. You can register. I'll set up the registration page on Cyber-Recon.com. That'll allow you to get the widget so that you can put your answers in and be on the leaderboard. I want to see who's got the best security chops. Who is the security trivia guru? And we're going to find out on Friday. It's going to be a good time. I'll come up with some prizes even so that you can show off that you are the first ever Cyber-Recon trivia guru. Won't be the last one. Will be the first one. Only time you can get to be the first trivia guru. That'll put you on high on a pedestal. It'll be a wonderful thing. So we'll probably bring some of the crew together. We'll probably have I'm hoping we have Mako and Emily at least here, and we'll probably bring Jimmy in on the live feed or something, because he's a little bit further south, and as you know, we're all quarantined up here. So that's what's coming. I would like to see you there. Throw a comment below. What do you think about trivia? What should the prizes be? What kind of prizes make sense? And obviously, we're not a big budget here, so it's all coming out of the own personal fund. So today we're going to jump in. We're going to talk about Wi-Fi Protected Setup. Hopefully it's something that's going to help you. If you're using it now, maybe you want to think twice about it. So let's roll the intro and let's get to the Wi-Fi Protected Setup. All right, back at it. So, welcome to Cyber-Recon. Continuing on with what we're talking about with Security Plus, Domain 1. Today, we're going to be talking about Wi-Fi Protected Setup, WPS. If you've seen it before, it was developed for ease of use. It was supposed to make things easy to be used, make it easy on everyone to set up your Wi-Fi securely. And that's really what it was all about. So we jump into this thing. 1 second, move this over here. So here's the basics of Wi-Fi setup. Well, WPS. Here's the basics of Wi-Fi protected setups, right? The acronym you need to know is WPS, Wi-Fi Protected Setup, initially called Wi-Fi Simple Config. And I don't know why every first slide we have a mistake like this. Introduced in 2006, and by 2011, there was a major flaw discovered. So it was a pretty good run before it was realized that there was something wrong with it. There were some basic methods for setting this thing up. And it was set up really for the ease of use for the customer, right? So the first way we could do things is we could set up a device using a pin, right? So on the bottom or the back of your access point, there was a WPS pin. And this was an 8-digit number that we could put in the client device using WPS. And it would do magic, and it would automatically connect and set up a secure connection with the access point and set your communications up. There was also a way we could do that with a push button. We could push a button on the access point, and we could push a button either on the device physically or on the device as a virtual button, and it would do magic as well. There was a way to use near field communication. We could bring our device close to the access point, push that button, and it would do the magic of setting up the security. And last but not least, there was a USB method where we could use a USB to connect to the access point, pull down the configuration, and put it on our device. They all worked well in theory, but here's the problem. The pin structure was a problem. We start out with an 8-digit pin, and the example here is 1 through 8. That gave us 43,046,721 different combinations. The problem was the 8-digit pin was really a 7-digit pin plus a checksum, which got it down to 10 million combinations. Still pretty secure, right? But we split that number in half to a 4-digit and a 3-digit plus the checksum. So then it ended up being 10,000 plus 1,000, or 11,000 different combinations, which in an automated system could be broken fairly easy using automation. So there's some protections that were put in place. We can disable WPS. We can set an administrative lockout, so after a few times it locks out the system, or we can upgrade to a system that doesn't use WPS. And that's really the problem, is we can use an automated brute force attack against these 11,000 combinations, and that will actually at some point eventually break the password, right, if we don't have these protections in place. WPS is not used anymore. On newer access points, it's not even an option. It's not included. But there are a lot of access points where it's still out there, and it's still probably in use. So if it is out there, if you are using it, I would say stop using it. Or if you have to use it for some reason, set that administrative lockout to where if somebody puts a pin in wrong a few times, it locks them out. So for review, let's cover the basics of this thing. WPS is Wi-Fi Protected Setup. It started in 2006, discovered vulnerable in 2011. The setup methods are pin, near field, USB, and a push button. The pin can be brute force attacked or cracked in 11,000 tries. Normally, it's going to be less than that. It was developed for ease of use and ease of setup, and your protection from vulnerabilities. Disable this WPS, or at least set the administrative lockout feature where after a few incorrect pins, it locks the system. Hopefully this helps you. Really want to see you take the exam. Get out there and take the Security Plus exam if you haven't taken it. Hopefully it's helping you just in your security career overall. But as always, I'd like you to like, subscribe, throw a comment below. I'd love to hear from you, and share with your friends. Hit the button to be notified when new content comes out, and we will see you next time. And as always, be safe out there.